Hi, welcome back to Essentials of Rock and Metal History. Today, we're diving into the raw, punk-infused foundations of a legend. Before they were filling stadiums, Iron Maiden was a gritty pub act spearheading the new wave of British heavy metal. We're talking about the Paul Di'Anno era. It all started here, in East London pubs like the Cart and Horses. Steve Harris was looking for a singer with more edge, and in 1978, he found it. Paul Andrews, known as Di'Anno, brought a street-level energy that perfectly matched the aggressive material Harris was writing. He didn't look like a metal singer, but his voice was undeniable. Recorded for just £200 on New Year's Eve, the Soundhouse tapes became the holy grail for collectors, selling thousands of copies via mail order almost instantly. DJ Neil Kay pushed tracks like Prowler to the top of the charts at the Bandwagon Soundhouse, catching the attention of EMI and manager Rod Smallwood. By December 1979, the deal was sealed. Iron Maiden was no longer a local secret. They were a professional unit ready to record their first full-length album. Released on April 14, 1980, the self-titled debut hit the UK charts at number 4. It was a massive success, but the band wasn't entirely happy. Steve Harris later criticized the production by Will Malone as thin, lacking the punch they felt during their live performances at venues like the Rainbow. Despite the production, they made history on Top of the Pops, refusing to lip-sync, becoming the first band to play live on the show since The Who in 1972. Tracks like Running Free and Phantom of the Opera defined the era, complex, fast, and uncompromisingly heavy, but changes were coming. Dennis Stratton was replaced by Adrian Smith, a childhood friend of Dave Murray, solidifying what many consider the core creative guitar duo of the band. In 1981, they released Killers. This was a turning point. They finally found the sound they were looking for, thanks to a legendary producer. Martin Birch brought a polished, heavy-hitting production that the debut lacked. He would go on to produce every Iron Maiden album until 1992's Fear of the Dark. The Killer World Tour took them across Europe and to Japan, where the Maiden Japan EP was recorded. But the pressure was starting to show. As the schedule intensified, Paul's lifestyle began to clash with Steve Harris's disciplined vision. Substance use started to affect his vocal consistency. Paul's final show took place in Copenhagen in September 1981. The band knew they needed a change to reach the next level of global domination. Paul was officially dismissed, and Bruce Dickinson was recruited from Samson. It was the end of one chapter and the beginning of a worldwide phenomenon. Even decades later, the Di'Anno era remains beloved for its raw, punkish energy. Without these foundations, the Iron Maiden we know wouldn't exist. Songs like Wrathchild and Iron Maiden are still staples in their live sets today, proving the lasting power of those early compositions. The original pressings of their early singles are now some of the most valuable items in metal collecting history, a true testament to the era's impact. We respect the grit and passion Paul brought to those first two records. He helped build the blueprint for everything that followed. The fans who were there at the beginning saw something special, a band on the verge of redefining heavy metal forever. There is so much more to the Maiden story, but these early years are where the heart of the beast truly began to beat. From Leytonstone to the world, the Di'Anno era was a whirlwind of creativity and raw power that will never be forgotten. Iron Maiden's journey is a masterclass in evolution and perseverance. But the Di'Anno years will always hold a unique, rebellious charm. If you haven't revisited those first two albums lately, do yourself a favor and put them on. They still hit just as hard today. What's your favorite track from the Di'Anno era? Is it Phantom of the Opera or maybe Wrathchild? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to subscribe and hit the like button if you enjoyed this trip through metal history. It helps us keep the essentials coming. I'm already planning the next episode, so stay tuned for more rock and metal essentials. See you next time, metalheads. Stay heavy.